Hello everyone, welcome to Midway Gaming. I'm Nick on the side of the comms, of course, Justin, providing audio commentary on his own brand of madness. So, let's get straight into it. Xbox has had issues, major cutback issues specifically. There's been a sweeping round of layoffs that came down from Microsoft's head office, and they've, of course, affected Xbox as well. These were supposedly in an earlier report by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, who said that they were set to restructure Xbox distribution across Central Europe, which, according to one source, which will result in some Xbox operations ceasing in some regions, which ceasing generally involves layoffs. So, as part of that reorganization, major job cuts are set for Xbox as part of the company-wide restructuring. Well, the numbers have come in, and the numbers are not looking good. So far, according to a live article, at least live as of the time of this recording, Eurogamer has reported that it is believed more than 9,000 employees have lost their jobs as a result of the most recent move with Microsoft. As, in their words, necessary to position the company and team for success in a dynamic marketplace, which I guess in Microsoft's terms means success for the team because we don't have a team.
Yes.
I guess that counts as success to somebody.
It's successful if the numbers are still technically there.
It's like the old adage. There's no survive. It's like the old adage. There's no witnesses if there's no survivors.
Yes.
Um. So here we go. Like I said, it's kind of a bit of a mess right now. Like I said, this announcement has pretty much come in very recently. I believe the article from Eurogamer was only July 4th, which, as of the time of this recording, was, I think, today, possibly yesterday, depending on time zone. I say because I'm in the UK right now, which means time zones are weird.
Yes.
But regardless, this has resulted in quite a lot of things kind of going under the gavel, as well as, unfortunately, all the employees. Rare's Fantasy, for example, Everwild, which was announced back in 2019, has reportedly also been canceled, for instance. So that's unfortunate. I remember when that actually came out. Everwild looked really interesting, especially because Rare at that time was only, and still is really only doing Sea of Thieves, to the best of my knowledge. So it looked interesting for them to kind of do something completely different with a much more kind of natural aesthetic to it. I don't know how to describe it, honestly. Nature and wisps and stuff like that. Like, Ori and Will of the Wisps kind of thing. That interesting, honestly. I was excited to play that. Well, turns out that won't happen because, like I said, it's reportedly been canceled.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's not it's really not fun when like little projects like that, like games and stuff that feel like they will actually be pretty good just outright get canceled. It kind of sucks in more levels than one.
Yeah, especially when you're like, I was looking forward to this. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
It's not
This
happening anymore.
This is not happening anymore.
I mean, you can hope,
Again, that's
however,
reportedly
people
been
will
canceled.
pick up the concept, but yeah.
Again, it's only reportedly. So until Rare, I guess, or Microsoft come out and actually say it, it's only just reports for now. But I'm willing it's going to be a yes more than a no. But anyways, moving on. This has also led to the departure of studio veteran Greg Mails. Sorry, Greg, if you're hearing this. Who, after 35 years of Microsoft's troubled Perfect Dark reboot in 2020, has also ceased production. So I guess that Perfect Dark reboot after 35 years is it's also going on the can. Well, no, he's been around for 35 years. Excuse me, I misread that. He's been around after 35 years, and as a result, Microsoft's Perfect Dark reboot has reportedly also been canceled. Or on the side note. So, yeah, not good. Its first-party developer, The Initiative, has also apparently closed. Microsoft has said that it's terminated its partnership with Crystal Dynamics. Crystal Dynamics, if memory serves, are actually the guys behind, not Chrono Trigger. Good lord, that's a wrong game. But oh my goodness, it was that one where you did time shenanigans and I want to say Liam Neeson, but it's not Liam Neeson. The guy who played Zavala originally before his passing was also involved.
Oh, yeah.
Names are not coming to me at the moment, but
Yeah, I know who you're referring to, though, yeah.
we'll tell the audience for their sake, because right now names in my brain do not
Yeah,
work together at the moment.
internet searching. Which is shameful, because, like, He's gone, and we don't remember him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, if you're
Oh
not
yeah,
good with
apparently
names,
they made Marvel's Avengers. I was not aware Crystal Dynamics also made Avengers. Well, whatever. Am I thinking of the wrong studio? I might actually be thinking of the wrong studio. Hold up. No, I'm thinking of the wrong studio. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I am misremembering studios, which is very. This is very not surprising. At least I think I'm misremembering. Anyways, they were the guys who were also behind the Marvel's Avengers games, which that's not the greatest legacy to leave behind. Granted, Crystal Dynamics, last I heard, was also scooped up by Embracer, which, yeah, that's probably the reason why they were doing the Tomb Raider series, and that kind of went on hold. They kind of did, like I said, Marvel's Avengers, and that went down the toilet. So, regardless, Crystal Dynamics themselves are not gone, but supposedly Microsoft has just ceased their partnership, their partnership with them. And like I said, a bunch of other things. Apparently, an unannounced ZeniMax MMO has reportedly also been canceled as a result of this. So, again, it's nuts. Like I said, these are all live reports coming in, and none of them particularly good. It's just been an absolute cavalcade of nonsense so far, and none of it's particularly good.
yeah,
So,
layoffs in general tend to not be good for anyone, especially the people being laid off. So, yeah.
yeah. The funny thing is, actually, on that note, if I can dig up the article so I can quote my names right, supposedly, Xbox executives, right? One of the games that were supposed to come out, which was, I believe, Blackbird. What? Yeah, I think it was called Blackbird. Were blown away by the upcoming game, and then they canceled it. And this was also pretty recent, so I think that might have been the MMO that we were referring to earlier. That was called Blackbird. So yeah, that's unfortunate, especially when you like show the bosses, hey, this is a really good game and has really great potential, and then like next week they're like, yeah, so we're not gonna go forward with making it though. It is an awkward moment to say the least. But yeah, again, my condolences and my heartfelt, I guess, just I want. My brain, for some reason, is so cooked at the moment that it wants to say appreciation. Yes, heartfelt appreciation for all the developers that got laid off. I mean, yeah, for the work they did, but, that's not what I want to say here. I don't know why my brain is... It is just completely fried at the moment. But yeah, no. My condolences to anyone who lost their jobs in this mass layoff. Like I said, Xbox saying that they're restructuring and then, clopping like 9,000 workers is insane.
Yeah.
Granted, that is just the Xbox division, as far as I'm aware. This is a head office decision from Microsoft, so who knows how much the rest of Microsoft has been affected by this nonsense. I'm guessing a lot.
I would suspect a very large amount.
So it does kind of goes to show you. I mean, we've had a big sweep of layoffs in the last several months already. I mean, I want to bring up Bungie here, but Bungie's already been known for layoffs just in general. But it seems there's been like a little bit of a wave. Perhaps I'm drawing lines that they don't exist, but there's a little bit of wave of kind of layoffs going through the industry. It makes me wonder what the root cause of it all is. It's not like the year game.
It's not too dissimilar. I'll make this point. It's not too dissimilar to what happened during COVID, where a lot of people had been getting laid off. And the other thing about it too is technically we're still kind of coming back from a time where a lot of people were hired at the tail end of COVID, but a lot of people were hired to the point where it's unsustainable for a lot of the businesses that did that. But they hired people because it was the smart move at the time.
I would agree with you, but you'd think in a time where not a lot of money exists that they would be hesitant to hire more people, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Again, it could just be corporate restructuring. I mean, I've sat in business classes where I've had professors literally tell me that sometimes just corporate restructuring for the sake of corporate restructuring is a thing, and they just clop jobs because, cut off the deadwood, which, yeah, that's a great way to treat employees. Just treat them like deadwood. Just cop them off. That's fine.
It's fine.
But anyways, it's unfortunate, like I said, to see some of these games get canceled. Like I said, ZeniMax's MMO project, whatever that was going to be, getting canceled. Everwild getting put under the gavel. That is deeply unfortunate.
Mhm.
And just like a bunch of other stuff that we probably won't hear for a little bit. Because like I said, the numbers are still coming in for how all of this has been affecting Xbox in total. So again, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, this is a pre-recorded show, so unfortunately, I can't really give you up to date,
Information on that front.
to date information. But anyways, and here I promised you guys a better show next week. I feel like we've been doing that trend recently. We're just like better trend this week, next week. So 9,000 jobs got laid off at Xbox.
Well, to be fair, news tends to be pretty depressing.
If you watch the 6 o'clock news, then yeah, there's
Yes.
definitely a
Standard television news, especially. So we can
But
only
not at
hope
11.
that some good things come here and there.
You just kind of insert the freaking scene from Futurama, and tonight at 11, Doom.
Doom.
Oh my goodness! Honestly, I just feel like the news cycle, especially the games industry, is just you can't have nice information. It's always yes, someone got laid off, yes, someone got fired, some game got completely annihilated, and executives are still making more money than they know what to do with.
This thing got breached.
Oh
It
well.
never
I
ends.
mean, that is what it is, I suppose. Let us cross our fingers and hope there is a better show next week. I mean, full disclosure, guys, it was either between this or us talking about the new Destiny live stream which came out, which I did not even expect, but I thought this would be more pressing and more important news to get out there to you guys, so we kind of switched gears at the last minute. That's on me. But, maybe that would have been more uplifting. We'll have to see. Oh well. And by the way, again, guys, apologize if you've been hearing echoing in the background for acoustics. I'm still traveling, like I said, at the moment in the UK, so I'm doing all this in a hotel room. I'm hoping this is better acoustics from last video where I I had to do this while sitting in a bathroom.
In a bathroom.
With such horrible echoing. I have not looked back on that video to see just how bad my audio was because I'm honestly afraid of how bad it was. But yeah, so next week I should be back and we should get better acoustics depending on when and where we make the video. If we make the video early, preferably by before next Tuesday when I come back, then you're going to be hearing terrible acoustics, and if you do, apologize in advance. So, that's this week's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all, well, what am I saying? This is not an enjoyable topic to talk about. Hope you all found this informative. Let's go with that. And see you all next week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You've been on YouTube, you know what it is. I honestly hate shilling, but we're a small channel. I gotta shill where I can. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye.
Take it easy.